television broken again, Father?
Yes, we had a bit of trouble with...
Never you mind, there's nothing wrong with it that can't be fixed with a bit of you-know-what in the head department. Now then, who's for tea?
Me, please, Mrs Doyle.
Tea! Feck! I'm fine, Mrs Doyle.
You won't have a cup.
No, thanks, Mrs Doyle. Honestly, I won't have a cup.
Are you sure now it's hot?
No, I'm not in the mood, thanks.
All right, so. Go on, would you not have a drop?
No, thanks anyway,
Just a
Mrs
little
Doyle.
cup.
I'm fine.
Go on.
No, really.
I tell you what, Father, I'll pour
Seriously?
a cup for you anyway. And you can have it if you want. Now. And what do you say to a cup?
Feck off, cup!
Hello. I'm fine, thank you, Mrs. Doyle.
Will you not have a cup of tea, Bishop Lennon?
No, I am not going to stay. I want to get right to the point and get the hell out of here.
Are you sure you won't have a cup?
I am certain, thank you.
Go on, have a cup.
No, thank you.
Now look at everybody else is having a cup. Would you not have one yourself?
I do not have the time
You'll
now.
feel
Pretty.
left out. You'll be Bishop Piggy in the middle.
I'm fine, I am
Are
fine.
you sure you won't have a cup? Just a drop.
No!
Bishop Piggy in the middle.
I won't have a sherry, thank you.
Don't be silly now. Of course you
No,
won't.
no, really I shouldn't.
Go on, it'll help you sleep.
No, it's not a good idea. You go ahead.
Just a little drop, just a teeny tiny bit.
The day a little bit of sherry hurts anyone is the day Ireland doesn't win the Eurovision Song Contest.
Go on.
No, really I shouldn't.
Go on, go on, go on.
Go on. Go on.
Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on.
No, seriously,
Go
I can't.
on, go 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 on. Anywhere there. Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, no, thanks. No, I have a kind of allergic reaction to it, you know. It's very rare, but pretty serious. If I drink tea, there's a 70% chance I'll die.
Well, I'll make you a cup anyway. In case you change your mind.
No, thanks anyway.
Will you have a sandwich, Father Cleary?
No, thanks, Mrs. Doyle. I'm fine.
Have a try. They're diagonal.
So I see, but no, thanks anyway.
Go on, sure, they're only small.
No, I'm grand.
Are you sure you won't have one?
No, thanks, Mrs. Doyle. I ate before I came out.
Would you like one for later? I could put it in a bag.
No, don't bother. No.
Here's a little bag you can bring one home in.
No.
And here's a bigger bag you can put the little bag into.
No.
And you can eat it later, or you can eat it now if you want, whatever suits you. You'll have one now.
Sure, I might as well.
Mrs Doyle. I think Father Mackey would like a sandwich.
Father Mackey, will you have a sandwich? Cup of tea, Fathers.
No, thanks, Mrs Doyle. What do you think of her?
Yeah, right. Are you sure you won't have a cup?
It's a prize in our big raffle.
Right, just the drop in your hand then.
Go on inside, Mrs Doyle. I'll take the tray.
All right, Father. I'll put the kettle on in case you want some more once you get in.
Yeah.
Here's the sandwiches for tonight. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to do my test.
What test is that, Mrs Doyle?
Well, I select a sandwich at random and try it. And if it doesn't meet my standards, I put the lot of them in the bin. They're fine. Here we are now, tea for everyone. Tea, Father.
God almighty, Mrs Doyle. What are you doing up?
Oh, I always stay up, Father, in case one of you needs a cup of tea.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, about 3 years now.
But we never get up at night, Mrs Doyle.
Well, you're up now, aren't you, Father? Unless I'm hallucinating from lack of sleep. That's happened before, all right.
I'm just getting my jacket to go for a little walk.
Right, so. Would you like a cup of tea?
No, we'd rather die of thirst.
Okay, so?
Mrs Doyle, I think Father Jessup was being a bit, sarcastic.
What? Why are you being sarcastic, Father Jessup?
No, we want to die of thirst.
Mrs Doyle, I know it's a bit confusing, but just do the opposite of what Father Jessup says.
Okay. So, you really do want a cup of tea?
Yes.
Right, Dougal, come on. You can't sit watching television all night. It's a big waste. Chewing gum for the eyes.
No thanks, Ted. Anyway, I've got these crisps here. Look, Ted, this is what I do. I get a cheese and onion one and a salt and vinegar one, and I eat them in the same go.
That leak is getting worse, Dougal. I think we'll have to move himself and put that bucket under it.
Right, fair enough, Ted.
I'm a happy camper! God almighty, that's going to cost a fortune to fix. Where are we going to get the money? Think, Dougal, how can we raise some money? Yes, I know. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so, Ted.
Yes!
But now wait, I'm not sure. What? I mean, it is a big step, and where are we going to get the guns?
What are you talking about?
Oh, wait a minute now. Actually, I might have been thinking about something different.
You thought we were going to rob a bank, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Well, Dougal, this isn't a Bruce Willis film. I was thinking more along the lines of a raffle. What will we have as a prize, though?
You've got me there, Ted.
And I've been looking up the records, and the island hasn't been given anything to raffle since those 2 bags of coal in 1964. I think we're entitled, under the rules of the diocese. Oh, that'd be great. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you very much, Your Grace. Yes, thanks again. All right. Bye, Bishop Brennan. Bye.
No luck, then.
Lots of luck, Dougal. We're being given a car.
A car! That's a brilliant prize, Ted.
Oh, it's not that unusual. Father Finnegan got one last year. You know him, don't you, Dougal? The dancing priest. Dances for peace.
Yeah. Is he still going?
Oh, yes, indeed. He danced across America last year. New York to Los Angeles. He was mugged about once every 15 miles. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'll just tap it the other way.
It's no use, Ted. You'll never get it absolutely right.
Now, what are we going to do?
We could run away.
No, they just find us again. They always do.
All right, right. What about that other fella that has the car, the dancing priest?
Finnegan! Yes, and it'll be the same type of car and everything.
How could we get him to give it to us?
Maybe we could just get a lend of it.
Ah, but when somebody wins it in the raffle, they won't want to give it back.
Now, Dougal, this is going to sound very, very immoral, but stay with me. What if we organised the raffle so that we won it? Then we could bring the car back.
Oh, that'd be terribly wrong, Ted. I don't think we should do that.
It wouldn't be cheating, really. It would just be a case of structuring the raffle in such a way that the return comes to the benefactors rather than the beneficiaries.
Fair enough then, Ted.
I'll fill the hat with a load of tickets, all with the same number on them. Say 11.
11. 2 ones. That's easy to remember, Ted.
And then when I'm doing the draw, we'll make sure that you have that number.
Right. So we won't have to cheat at all.
Well, that's actually how we're cheating, Dougal.
All right. Okay. Okay, so let me get this straight. You'll be wearing the hat.
No, I won't be wearing any hats. The tickets will be in the hat.
Gotcha. But you'll put on the hat to give me the signal.
I won't be giving you any signals, Dougal. I'll just pull out your ticket and you say, that's my number, and come up and collect the prize.
There's a prize, Ted. What is it?
The car!
All right, Jack. Do you know what this is a bit like? It's a bit like The Sting, and I'm Robert Redford, and you're Paul Newman.
Now, I wonder where Jack's got to.
Oh, he's with Father Purcell.
Oh, God, I better go and rescue him. He'll be going mad.
No, he's fine. They're just having a chat.
But Dougal, Purcell's the most boring priest in the world. He was working in Nigeria a few years ago, and he woke up one morning to find that everyone in the village had had enough of him and gone off in a big boat. It sank after a mile and they were eaten by alligators. Anyway, I better go.
Okay, and the winning number is... number 11. Number 11. Number 11. If anyone has that number, will they come up on stage? What's that you say, Father McGuire? You have the winning number.
What?
Oh, well, let's have a big round of applause for our very own Father Dougal McGuire.
God almighty, Dougal. What are you doing?
Sorry, Ted. I was looking at the ticket upside down.
Well, congratulations to Father Dougal. Anyway, what a fantastic evening we've had. We've raised enough money to repair the roof, and we've had a great time. So let me just thank you all now for coming along and ask you to stand for our national anthem.
They have you every way, you know. I was in the AA there, you know, for a while, and the insurance was very expensive.
All right.
I had to crash the car just to get the money back, you know. And then I had witnesses who said they'd seen me steer it towards the wall, you know. There was talk of me going to jail for a while. It's yourself.
What's up, Ted?
It's Father Finnegan. He's had a heart attack.
No. Are there any more chipsticks? Does that mean we can keep the car, Ted?
Dougal, that's a terrible thing to say. The man is just, oh, wait a second, you're right, we can.
It's not that bad, Ted.
Yes, God, I thought it'd be much worse than that. Oh, bollocks. Dougal, how is this not that bad? Oh, well, at least you still have the raffle money for the roof.
God, I'm not reading that book anymore. It's very scary altogether, Ted. Ted.
Yes, what?
Did you ever see a ghost?
Well, Dougal, I'll tell you something happened to me once. It was years ago. I was staying with my great-aunt in her house in Connemara. It was a big house miles from anywhere. Apparently, during the Great Famine, a cruel landlord and his beautiful daughter used to live there. The story is that he forbade the daughter from marrying a young soldier. It broke her heart, and in her despair, she hung herself in her bedroom. The room that I was staying in was that very bedroom. I remember it was icy cold and lit by a single candle. I was drifting off to sleep when suddenly I heard a strange creaking noise from the far corner of the room.
Was it a ghost?
No. So no, I've never seen a ghost.
I saw one.
Really?
Yes. It was a man, all dressed in black. And I came down one night for a glass of milk, and he was just sitting there in front of the television, just there, right? It was weird. And, you know, he had this strange kind of grey hair, even though he wasn't very old.
Dougal. Could this have been me at all?
Ah.
For pity's sake.
That's working now, Ted. It's broken again.
Maybe it only works when my head is in it.
Ted, we should call the plumber.
No, I don't want to get them involved. Anyhow, I'd be too embarrassed to tell them how I broke it in the first place. You know, trying to give it an extra hard flush.
Well, now, Ted, I have to say it was fine for me. It was a good, powerful flush, I thought.
Bloody hell.
Good news, Ted.
Very, very bad news. It's the Holy Stone of Clonrickard. They're going to upgrade it to a Class 2 relic.
Great.
No, it's not great. It means they'll be sending over a few bishops to do a ceremony. And you know what they're like. We'll have to be on our best behaviour.
I thought there was something up with the Holy Stone, all right. Wasn't someone cured there?
No, someone was lured there. Paddy Short. And then those fellas started to beat him with the sticks.
Oh, that was it, yeah. Come on, Ted, cheer up. It may never happen.
Well, it is happening. They're definitely coming.
All right, yeah. Well, who cares anyway? I mean, they come in, they strip down the wallpaper, they fumigate the place, and they're gone. What's so bad about that?
Dougal, they're bishops.
All right, yes.
Dougal, what is this confusion you have about bishops? Do you actually understand what they actually do? Nothing to do with fumigating houses or anything like that at all. Have you got that?
Got it. Anyway, Ted, let's play a game. Get your mind off it. Chess or Buckaroo? Actually, I wouldn't mind a game of the old chess today myself.
Really? Oh.
No, only joking, Ted. Buckaroo. But only if you're ready for a good trashing.
Dougal, you've never actually beaten me, ever.
All right, yeah.
Now, Dougal, this is crucial. Listen to me, all right?
All right, Ted.
These bishops are very important. I'll stay around you all the time, just in case. So you don't say anything to them that you're not supposed to say to them.
Like what?
Like what you said to Bishop Lindsay when he asked me where I was when Kennedy was shot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you overreacted slightly there. He wasn't accusing me of anything. And then we have the problem with Jack.
Couldn't we just hide him for a couple of days?
No, they'd hear him shouting, "Girls!"
Maybe we could train Jack to say something apart from drink or feck or girls, like a dog in That's Life a few years ago.
Dougal, Father Jack may be bad, but he's not a dog. There he is now. He probably wants to go out. Mrs Doyle, you left the cooker on.
All right, Father, I'll be there in a second.
No sign of him yet, Ted.
Dougal, they're here. Sorry about that, Bishop O'Neill. You were saying?
Yes, very simple ceremony. We'll just need a little incense.
Oh, incense? I don't know if we... Dougal, do you know if we have any incense?
There was a spider in the bath last night.
No, Dougal. Incense. Incense.
Oh, right, yes. No, I don't think so. Do you remember when we ran out of incense and we used the window-leaten instead?
Well, I'm sure we can find some.
Oh! Are you all right, Your Grace?
Yes, I had a minor heart attack last year. I have to take it easy. got a bit of a fright there.
Right.
It's not a problem, but if you could just give us a bit of a warning when you're going to do anything sudden.
Dougal, what are you doing?
Sorry, Ted. I just remembered Aliens is on after the news.
Dougal, for God's sake. I'm sorry, Bishop Jordan. Did you not hear what he's saying about his heart?
I know. It's the director's cut. Come on, everyone. Let's all have a big lads' night in.
Dougal, just shut up. A heart attack. That's rare enough these days.
There were certainly a lot of prayers said for Bishop
I don't know
Jordan
why we
at the
can't look at Aliens.
Dougal, Bishop O'Neill is speaking.
But they'd love it, Ted.
No, they wouldn't.
Bishops love sci-fi.
Dougal, we are not watching Aliens! So, Father, do you ever have any doubts about the religious life? Is your faith ever tested? Anything you've been worried about? Any doubts you've been having about any aspects of belief? Anything like that?
Well, you know the way God made us all, right? And he's looking down at us from heaven and everything. And then his son came down and saved everyone and all that.
Yes.
And when we die, we're all going to go to heaven.
Yes. What about it?
Well, that's the bit I've trouble with. So, if God has existed forever, you know, what did he do in his spare time, like before he made the earth and everything, you know?
Well, we all have doubts.
And what about when you weren't allowed to eat meat on Fridays? How come that's all right now, but it wasn't back then? I mean, did the people who ate meat on Fridays back then, did they all go to hell or what? I mean, it's mad.
He's not bothering you, is he?
No. No, it's fascinating.
I hope you had a nice chat.
Oh, it was great.
I think I reached some very interesting conclusions.
Oh, about what exactly?
Well, it's nonsense, isn't it?
What is?
Religion. Well, think about it. Very little evidence. Blind faith, that's all we have to go on. There's not a shred of proof anywhere, nothing. Aliens? Now, there's something that might just be possible. Everlasting life? Big demons sticking red-hot pokers up your ass for all eternity? I don't think so. The whole religion thing, I just don't buy it. I've been struggling with my conscience for some time now, but Father Maguire was the first man to spell it out for me in black and white.
Oh, Dougal, what have you been up to?
This man. This man. Treasure him, Father Crilly. He has wisdom far beyond his years.
Thanks very much.
Me too, Ted. It's great to take a day off every now and again. It shouldn't be just work, work, work now, should it?
Yes, it's not as if everybody's going to go and join some mad religious cult just because we go off for a picnic for a few hours.
God, Ted, I heard about those cults. Everyone dressing in black and saying our Lord's going to come back and judge us all.
No, Dougal, that's us. That's Catholicism you're talking about there.
Oh, right.
Oh, I love a sandwich from time to time. It doesn't matter what flavour it is, just as long as it isn't egg, because you know how much I hate egg, Mrs Doyle. God, even the smell of them brings me out in a terrible rash. I tell you, I wouldn't eat an egg sandwich if you paid me. They're horrible, stinking, smelly things, as I told you before. Do you remember me telling you earlier, Mrs Doyle, anything except egg, and how I wanted anything at all just as long as it wasn't egg? They're egg, aren't they, Mrs Doyle?
Yes.
Great.
I'll eat them, Mrs Doyle. I love egg. Sometimes I think I like egg so much that one day I'm going to turn into a big giant egg.
I think that process has already begun.
Sorry, Ted?
No, nothing. So, ready?
Oh, ready as I'll ever be, Ted. I don't think I've ever looked forward to anything as much as I've looked forward to this picnic.
Right, so.
Oh, wait, Ted, I just remembered. I can't go.
Here, do you want one?
No, thanks, Father Lennon. What time's your tea ready?
Frosty usually has it about 6. No?
Who?
Frosty. Father Frost.
Oh, wow. Frosty. Brilliant.
What do you call your fella?
Who, Ted?
Yeah.
Just Ted. But it's the way I say it, you know.
He's an awful idiot, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one do you prefer? Oasis or Blur?
Blur.
What?
Oasis. I mean Oasis.
Your tea is ready. It'll be in a minute.
Ah, there you are. You wouldn't believe the day I had. You wouldn't. God, I met the rudest couple. And that fella Benson, with his bloody whistle blowing it all the time. Somebody should take it off him and... Anyway, where did you go off to?
Oh, I went off with Father Dougal Lennon. He's over with Frosty.
Who?
Father Frost.
Oh, yes. Father Frost. He said they might come over for a bit of a holiday.
Father Dem was great.
Dougal, why are you walking like that?
Like what, Ted?
Like a crab.
All right. Sorry, Ted.
Dougal, what's that?
What? This? Oh, nothing.
Dougal, it's an earring.
All right, it is all right, yeah.
Dougal, what's got into you? You can't go around wearing an earring.
Ah, no, Ted. All the young priests are wearing them. Father Damo has one.
Oh, I see. And did Father Damo give you the idea?
Yeah, he's great.
What next? I suppose he'll be giving you crack cocaine or something.
Crack cocaine? Ah, come on, Ted.
Well, you'll have to take it out.
Look, Ted, you don't know what's going on with the young people.
Earring out.
Oh, all right. But I should be allowed to do what I want, Ted. I am nearly 26, you know. You still treat me like I was 24.
I'll tell you what, Dougal. I'll start treating you like a 26-year-old when you start acting like a 26-year-old. Anyway, it's time for your bath.
A bath? Oh,
no! Unbelievable. They really are making too big a deal of this. And look, a special pull-out supplement on whistles. I don't know. Dougal, aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?
Oh, this is Father Damo.
How are you? Hello, Father. Playing the old computer game there? Father Frost said if you don't come home now, he'll come down and get you.
Yeah, tell him that's fine. I don't care what he does. He's not the boss of me.
Right.
All right. I'm going. Tell him I'm going. I'll see you, Dougal. Dougal, mind this for me.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'll get them off you later. Frosty hates me smoking.
Okay, Damo.
You praying, yeah?
No, they're Ted's.
See you, right?
See ya.
Dougal!
Oh, God, what does he want now? Richard, where are you going?
Dougal, I am not Richard Whiteley. You're back to sleep. You're dreaming.
Constant. Put your clothes back on, Carol. I can't concentrate.
Dougal, is there anything on your mind? Let me rephrase that. Is there anything you want to tell me about? Something bothering you in some way?
Like what, Ted?
Have you done anything you might be embarrassed about? Have you done anything bad recently? Anything wrong?
Wrong?
Yes, Dougal, wrong. You remember right and wrong, the difference between the two. Page 1 of How to Be a Catholic. Honestly, Dougal, this is very basic stuff. What is wrong? Give me an example of something that's wrong.
Just give me a second, Ted.
Arson, there's one. Murder. Swearing.
Swearing, yeah.
Anything else?
Lying.
Well done, Dougal, yes!
Thanks, Ted.
Dougal, are you all right?
I'm fine, Ted. I just need to sit down.
Sorry about that, Dougal. Probably pushed you a bit hard there.
No worries, Ted.
Dougal, something else that's wrong is stealing. What I'm trying to say is it's wrong to steal. Stealing is just something you don't do.
Right, except you.
Yes. What?
But you're allowed to steal.
What are you talking about?
The money from that Lourdes thing.
Different thing altogether, Dougal. First of all, that money was just resting in my account before I moved it on.
It was resting for a long time, Ted.
Collar.
Jim said it was a priest who stole the whistle.
All right, that'd be Ted.
What?
Do you remember, Ted? You were talking about stealing something and you showed me the whistle. You put it in your top pocket there.
No, Dougal.
No, it is, Ted. Go, try your top pocket there. Go on, seriously now. I bet you it's in there. In fact, I'm sure it is. Give it a go. Just a bit more to your right there.
Yes, Dougal. Thank you. Oh, right, yes. Well, there's an obvious explanation.
Is there, Father?
Oh, yes, of course there is.
What is it, Ted? So I hear your babysitter got pregnant.
Father, more visitors. Father Frost is here.
Get off! Right. I believe there's a Mr. Benson who's had a whistle stolen.
That's right, that's me.
Well, I have the culprit here. What?
Yeah, I stole it. So what? It's only a bleeding whistle.
I saw this Egypt with a whistle on Tuesday. Then I heard Mr. Benson's whistle had gone missing. I asked this Egypt where he got it, and he tried to put the blame on Father Maguire. Sorry about that, Father.
Oh, well, it was my fault for stealing it.
But you didn't steal it, Father.
All right.
He hid it in a packet of cigarettes, apparently.
Oh, well, that must be how we got a hold of it, because Father Damien gave me the cigarettes to mind.
What's important is that we're back to normal.
Well, you're right there, Ted.
So have you learnt anything from your experience?
No. Carnegie Hall. Oh, Ted, here's one. How do you get to Carnegie Hall?
Practice.
What?
That's that old joke, isn't it? How to get to Carnegie Hall? Practice.
Huh?
Oh, I see. You'd have to go to New York, Dougal.
All right, yeah. Ted. Do you mind if I put on my record?
No, go ahead.
I've got Eurosong fever, Ted.
Yeah?
Oh, God, yeah. I love the Eurosong competition. I just can't wait. What time is it now?
1:30.
1:30? And the competition is on in...
May.
Yeah. Ted, you know they're looking for entries for this year's competition.
Are they?
Yeah.
Dougal?
Why don't we...
Dougal?
Ah, come on, Ted.
Dougal?
Imagine if we won. We'd be famous like Nelson Mandela and his mad wife.
No, Dougal, we don't have the time. Anyway, we'd have to write a song. That needs a certain type of person with a very special talent. Cole Porter, George and Irene Gershwin, Chris de Burgh. Not just any old Egypt can take up the art of songwriting just like that. OK, right. What'll we write it about?
How about a lovely horse?
OK, we'll call it My Lovely Horse by Father Ted Crilly.
And Father Dougal Maguire.
And Father Dougal Maguire.
Right. Maybe we should do the music first.
No, right, here we go.
I like that.
Was that all right?
Yeah, it was a bit sad.
Good, good. I'll write it down. I think it was an A minor.
I think I have a lyric.
Right, lyrics. Go ahead there, Dougal.
What's it called again?
My Lovely Horse.
Right, how about this? My lovely horse, I want to hold you so tight. I want to rub my fingers through your tail and love you all night.
Dougal, stop there. We want to keep out of the whole area of actually being in love with the horse.
All right.
It's more that we're friends with the horse, that we want to jump around with it and, just have a good laugh with it.
Right. What about something like, take this lump of sugar, baby, you know you want it. Gotta be something like those rap fellas would write.
Ready?
Ready, Ted. Let's do it.
Dougal, don't take it so seriously. It's just a bit of fun. Just play the f***ing note.
First one.
No, not the f***ing first one. The f***ing first one's already f***ing down. Just play the f***ing notes you're f***ing playing earlier. I've been playing the f***ing
first one. We have the first one.
So I'll
Just play the note you're playing there. The you were just doing. Play the note.
Right. My lovely horse running through the field. Where are you going with your fetlocks blowing in the wind? I want to shower you with sugar lumps and ride you over fences. I want to polish your hooves every single day and bring you to the horse dentist. My lovely horse, you're a pony no more. Running around with a man on your back like a train in the night. Wait, I can do this bit. Like a train in the night. Well, what do you think in general? Where are the band now?
Oh, God, Ted, it's a terrible story. They all died in a plane crash, including everybody who was involved in the song, the studio engineers, the producer, the manager.
And the people who own the publishing rights.
Oh, yes.
That's terrible. Dougal.
Yeah?
Wouldn't it be nice to commemorate all those talented people by keeping their music alive?
What?
Well, suppose we were to borrow that tune for My Lovely Horse. It would help us out, and it would commemorate their memory at the same time.
So we wouldn't just be stealing their tune?
Oh, no. You'd have to be mad to jump to that conclusion. As I say, we'd just be celebrating their memory. Secretly. Incidentally, don't tell anyone.
Oh, right. And I suppose if the song wins and we make any money out of it, we could give it to their relatives.
Yeah. We'll play that by ear.
And why didn't he want people to know he was a priest, Ted?
I suppose people thought if you were a priest, you were a bit uncool, that you were a bit of a square.
And then we came along.
Yeah. Anyway, Dougal, get to sleep. Sweet dreams.
Shower with sugar lumps and ride you over fences. Polish your hooves every single day and bring you to the horse dentist. My lovely horse, no more running around with the man on your back. Like a train in the night, yeah. Like a train in the night.
We have to lose that sax solo. Oh, yes, yeah. We were all thrilled, and it's a bit of a novelty, I suppose, you know, what with us being priests.
Well, not exactly, because tonight there's a very similar act to yours. Father's Dick Byrne and Father Cyril MacDonald.
Oh, God, I didn't think they'd make it this far.
Flip! They'll win, Ted. We might as well give up now.
Well, that's a very defeatist attitude, Dougal.
Oh, actually it is. Sorry about that, Ted.
Right, so, Dougal, we can't do the song.
What's up with you, Ted?
I just heard it in the lift. They're piping it in there. I heard someone whistling it.
Well, that's good, isn't it? Shows what a great song it is, Ted.
No, they'll know we ripped it off. It must be more famous than we thought. We found out.
What did we do, Ted?
Why did this have to happen to us? What did we ever do to deserve this?
And now on to our next act. All the way from Craggy Island, could you please welcome Father Ted Crilly and Father Dougal Maguire.
My lovely horse running through the fields. Where are you going with your fetlocks blowing in the wind?
I want to shower you with sugar lumps and ride you over fences. Polish your hooves every single day and send you to the horse dentist. My lovely horse, you're a pony no more. Running around with the man on your back like a train in the night, like a train in the... Hold on, I can get this. Night.
Ted, quick! It's Father Ben!
Oh, great, I love this.
God, Ben, I'm such an idiot. I put the shorts on me head.
God almighty, Brendan, you really are a big fool.
God, this is really top-notch stuff.
That Brendan's an idiot.
God, I know someone just like Ben. Big pickle. There he is now, anyway.
He's great, isn't he?
He is all right. Does he have a name?
No, I don't think so. The woman in the pet shop didn't mention one anyway. No, I don't know. How about Ted? That's a good name for a rabbit.
No, I don't think that's a good idea, Dougal. You're forgetting I'm called Ted as well.
I could call you Father Ted.
No. Seriously, Dougal, you'll have to come up with something a bit more original.
Hello, fathers.
Hello, Mrs Doyle.
How about Mrs Doyle? All right. Wait, I've got one. You see the way he's got big floppy ears there, flopping all over the place?
Yeah.
Well, why don't we call him Father Jack Hackett?
Perfect. Father Jack it is.
Go on there. Go on, boy. Fetch. Go on. Go on.
Come on now, Dougal. Get him into his cage. I don't want Bishop Brennan seeing him.
Teddy might like him.
No, he wouldn't like him. He doesn't like rabbits at all.
Why not?
It's a strange story. About 10 years ago, he was in New York and he got trapped in a lift with about 20 rabbits for the whole night. They started nibbling his cape and everything.
How did they get in?
I don't know. I suppose they must have burrowed in, you know, rabbits. Wait. That's your rabbit?
Yeah.
So where did this one come from?
Ted, there's another one on Jack's head.
You make sure your rabbit doesn't get mixed up with these other lads.
All right. Come on, Sampras.
What did you call him?
Sampras, like Pete Sampras.
Why?
Well, you know, rabbits, tennis, you know that whole connection there.
All right. When...
What's wrong, Ted?
Rabbits!
Rabbits, where? Oh, wow.
Where the hell did these ones come from?
God, it's like a big rabbit rock festival. Well, I suppose we just have to get used to it.
Get used to it. We'll have to get them out of here before he arrives. I'll ring the pet shop.
No, Ted, it was a travelling pet shop. They won't be back till spring.
God. What are we going to do?
Well, wait, now, there is actually something we can do, Ted. If we, now, let me see now. Just wait a second there. I know, I've got it, Ted.
What?
Right, now, the way I see it is if we, now, wait a second. What's the problem again?
The rabbits!
Rabbits, yes. Yes, Ted, yes. Sorry about that. I know exactly what to do. Why don't we give them to Father Larry Duff?
You're right. He's always gone on about how we'd love to have a few rabbits running around the place. Do you know what this is like, Dougal? It's like some sort of plague. A big rabbit plague. I wonder if God is punishing us for something. Maybe it's because I said feck to Bishop Brennan.
God, if he'd send down a plague of rabbits just because you said feck to Bishop Brennan, imagine what he'll do when he finds out about all the money you stole from that charity.
Dougal, that money was just resting my account before I moved it on.
Ted!
No, it was strictly a non-profit-making subsidiary account.
Ted, the bunnies are gone.
Where's they go?
Coming, Father.
No, thanks. No, I've got £10 riding on that little beauty over there.
Come on, Eamon. Come on, Eamon. Come on, Eamon. No.
Come on, fella, you can have a go yourself if you want.
No, Tom, honestly, it's a bit cruel.
I could run him down in me van.
Dougal, I think we better be off.
What's the problem there, Ted?
Have you not that can kill us off, fella?
Sorry about that, Tom.
Feck it. Feck it anyway.
Run, Dougal, run quite fast, quite fast. I'm sure it won't happen again.
It better not.
Priests?
Where did you put them, Dougal?
The bunnies? Somewhere really safe, Ted.
Where'd that be?
Guess. It's almost like the type of place you wouldn't even think of.
God, I don't know. Oh, that small room behind the kitchen. The coal cellar. I've got it. The shed.
No, it's not the shed. Come on, Ted, think about it. Where's the last place you'd think I'd put them?
I suppose the last place I'd think you'd put them would be, would actually be Bishop Brennan's room.
Bingo! Think about it, Ted. I put the bunnies in the last place he'd ever expect to find them, in his own room. He'd never look there.
God, Dougal, where are they? They're not in there.
Are they not?
No, that is a completely rabbit-free area.
Well, I definitely put them in there, Ted. Wait a minute, Jack's room. Maybe they smelled him and had to see him one last time.
I think you might be putting that in a slightly over-romantic way, Dougal, but good guess. Come on. God, Dougal, you're right. There's loads of them here. How did they get in?
They must have burrowed in. You know rabbits.
Well, we'll have to do it in shifts. Get them out of the house and as far away as possible.
Why can't we just leave them here?
Because, Dougal, my nerves are shot. I won't be able to relax until the only rabbit left is the one sitting in your head working the controls.
God, Ted, there's loads more in here. Look at this one. Doesn't he look like that fella, Harvey Keitel?
Harvey Keitel? God, Dougal, how could a rabbit look like... God almighty! Spitting image of him. Come to your grace.
Time for Ginny Poos.
Oh, thanks very much, Mrs Doyle. That'll be grand.
Oh, there you are, Bishop Brennan. I thought I should tell you, your car is parked outside.
Yes, I know it is. I parked it there myself.
The tyres look a bit flat. I could give them a bit of a blow-up for you at the pump.
No!
What kind of air do you normally put in them? We have ordinary, or... Well, that's all we have, actually. And if you're looking for the wipers, I have them in the kitchen.
What?
They look like they needed a little wash. The only trouble is, I broke the side window while I was snapping them off.
Leave my car alone and don't touch it again.
Just one question, Your Grace. Is your car diesel or petrol?
Leave it alone, Mrs Doyle.
Oh, no. This is just curiosity, Your Grace. Diesel or...
Diesel is diesel.
Right, so it's not petrol.
No, it's not petrol.
Right, so it'd do a terrible amount of damage if I put petrol in.
Yes, it would. It would completely ruin the car's engine.
Well, I certainly won't be doing that then.
Mrs Doyle, you're a woman. What do you make of all this stuff? Do you think the Catholic Church is a bit sexist?
Oh, God, no, Father. I've always found the church very responsive to my views. I mean, I remember one time I was having terrible troubles at home and the church gave me great support then. Now, I know a lot of people like to run the church down, but they're just a load of old moaners. Moan. So, thanks for asking, Father, but no, I have no complaints at all.
Yeah, great.
Right, Father. The roof should be okay now. I hoovered the upstairs and I did the attic top to bottom. What else? Oh, yes. I washed your car. Also, I built a little greenhouse beside the garage. Would that be all for today?
Oh, Mrs Doyle. Any chance of a cup of tea for your two favourite priests? Here, records.
What would you like me to put on them?
Don't care.
Father, I finished digging that drainage ditch.
No, Mrs. Doyle.
Now, I know you wanted me to clean those roof slates tonight.
Mrs. Doyle, no, don't.
No, I thought I might do them tomorrow when there's less chance of me falling off and being killed.
And then Sting fell down the stairs.
Will Father Ted be coming later?
No, he has to stay home so Mrs Doyle can come out. It's the only reason I gave him the house back. One night off every week for Mrs Doyle.
Maybe I should just go and check on them.
Sit down. Now, come on, let's enjoy ourselves, sisters. No men around, we can do what we like. Is that meat?
Do I still have to pay for this?
Oh, Father, I see you put up the old cross. What's that all about?
Yes, well, I thought people might have been confused about where the parochial house is, so I thought I'd put a big cross up in the middle of the garden. Just hope they know it means I'm a priest and not some madman.
Some madman's put up a cross.
Lovely.
So, right, we got that? No more fags, rollerblading or booze until Easter. Understood?
All right.
Who wants their afternoon drink?
Drink? Oh, yes!
No.
No!
No, Father, it's Lent. Remember, you said you'd give it up for a couple of days.
What?
I'm off on my Lenten pilgrimage now, Fathers.
Off to St. Patrick's Hill.
What's that, Ted?
Oh, it's a big mountain. You have to take your socks off when you go up it. And once you get up to the top there, they chase you all the way back down with a big plank. It's great fun.
Oh, I don't want it to be any fun at all, Father. I want a good, miserable time. Keep me on the straight and narrow. I met a couple there last year, and it did them the world of good. They were a bit obsessed with the old sex. God, I'm glad I never think of that type of thing, Father. That whole sexual world. God, when you think of it, it's a dirty, filthy thing, isn't it, Father? Can you imagine, Father, looking up at your husband and him standing over you with his lad in his hand, wanting you to degrade yourself? God Almighty, can you imagine that, Father? Can you picture it there, Father? Oh, get a good mental picture. Can you see him there, ready to do the business?
Doorbell! Doorbell, Mrs. Doyle, the doorbell!
Hello to the lot of yous.
Hello, Mrs.
Hello,
Doyle.
Mrs. Doyle.
Would you look at him there with his hairy hands?
Yes, we're going to have to call Dr. Sinnott.
He'll know what to do. I had to go to him myself a couple of weeks ago.
Really? Oh, I didn't know you were ill. What was the trouble?
Well, it was a bit of a woman's problem. I was having a bit of trouble.
Right, I better ring before it's too late.
Look at Mrs. Doyle. Doesn't she look great on the telly?
She's wearing the hat for a vet.
Oh, right. Thanks very much. Well, Mrs. Doyle, there's still no sign of Father Jack.
Oh, I hope he's all right. And Father Crilly, I hate seeing him like this.
He's beginning to loosen his grip now.
Anyway, would you like a sandwich? I cut them into the shape of an airplane.
No, thanks, Mrs. Doyle. I think Ted and me have had enough of aeroplanes to do us a lifetime. Haven't we, Ted?